And welcome here, ladies and gentlemen, for this matchup between the Weeks and the Steele Subaru. Puck drop for the first period is about to be underway here. The teams will line up. And here we go. Sim pushes it through for the Weeks. Paplinski throwing it down the ice for the Subs, as Munden will throw it in. Back around the net, Nick McKenzie moving it. Paplinski, at the line, throwing it in. That goes into the open ice. Subs still with possession here. Trying to feed it in front. McKenzie blocked that pass. Thrown up to the line. McKenzie once again blocking another pass there. Good defensive effort from him early. And he'll bring it out to the neutral zone with some help from Ethan Frazier. It's off for Sim now. Sim will throw it into the Subaru end. And the Weeks will get a quick change here, as well as the Subarus forward. Subaru with possession in their own zone. And we're going to get an icing here against the Subs. Steele Subaru coming off a big win at the 2026 Ice Jam. And I'll correct my last call. It was an offside, not an icing. And the Weeks back at it. Their first game back at home since the Ice Jam. Weeks in possession. Croft trying to push that one through. He'll get hit to the side. Land throwing it back. Kidd battling for it along the boards, trying to gain possession for the Weeks. As the Subs bring it out. McQueen throwing it in. It's back around and fired down the ice. McCacker throws it down there, no icing on that play. And a couple of folks are tied up at center ice. Tanner and I'm not sure who the Subs player was. Played around by Burcham to Tanner to Eisner. Eisner will cross red and he'll throw it into the Subs end. Williams chasing, and he'll get taken down to the ice with a big hit there from Max Breen. Scotland. Subs in possession, try to break it out, and they'll get it out to the neutral, but Burcham picks it up for the Weeks. He'll play it over to White. White tipping it to Eisner. McLean gets in front of that one. Played around by Smith. Smith will get it in on net. Williams now. Played up at the line. Trying to push that one out is Sim, and he'll lose a glove there. Paplinski getting it in the neutral. He's reaching for it. He'll throw it over. Pushing in is Swain. He'll blow a tire on that play. It's over to Paplinski. He'll flip it up high. Sparks will knee it in. Some soccer skills there. As it goes around for McKenzie. McKenzie using the boards to get it to Frazier. And then Frazier to Sim in the neutral. Sim walking in. He'll try and play it up to Swain. Ethan Frazier with the shot from behind the goal line. Sparks playing it up. Sullivan will get it in the neutral and flip it up high and in. Back into the Subs zone. And we're going to get a penalty here. Looks to be against the Weeks. It's Sullivan heading to the box. He doesn't seem happy about it, as he'll go for head contact. Draw here in the weak zone. Subaru with an early power play here. Chance to take the lead. as that goes around, and Kidd throws it down the length of the ice. Or White, excuse me.
Weeks penalty to number 27,
Pavlinski trying to cross red. He'll throw it in. And the Weeks get it back down into the Soob zone. Played up and thrown in. Weeks battling for it in their own end, and they'll use the boards to get it around and clear it once again here. McPhee, he'll cross red and chuck it into the Weeks end. Just a minute left here on the Soob's power play. McPhee at the line with a 1T, hits Sim with a big block there. Up to the line again, Soob still with possession. Another big shot, rebound, heads to the board. Sim will grab it and try and poke it out. He gets it to Frazier, and Frazier tries to saucer it back. That's a little too far ahead. Thrown around and on net. And Sim will go down. Land trying to push it through. Moved up, and McQueen crosses red. And a little scuffle there between a couple players along the boards. Looks like McKenzie and Land. Draw here just outside the weak zone. Throwing it down the length of the ice, trying to get it out. Now White's intercepting, and that one's going to be offside, so the Weeks will have to clear. Soob's pushing in. It's up for Bertram. Bertram with it now. He'll play it up to Kidd. Kidd getting across blue. Nice toe drag and a shot there, and a big save. And a few big hits along the boards. We're going to get a penalty. Seems to be against the Soobs this time. I'm not sure who that is going to. Excuse me. Nonetheless, Weeks power play. Draw one back with the help of McKenzie. McKenzie at the line. He'll play it in. And that one's cleared out early from the Soobs. McKenzie back around his net. He'll drop it off for Tanner. Tanner trying to play it up to Kidd. It'll get there. Kidd dropping it back to McKenzie. McKenzie over to Croft. Croft back to Tanner. Tanner at the line with a shot. Tipped in front and it goes wide. Played around Kidd to Tanner, to Croft, back to Kidd, and that pass a little too far behind. He can't get the shot off, but Kidd's still with it. He feeds Croft. Croft circling. He'll walk over to Kidd, and Kidd will play it in behind the boards as he couldn't get the shot off there. Croft to Kidd. Kidd walking in, a shot blocked in front. And it clears down the end of the ice. Williams now. He'll bring it out of the zone. Over to Swain. Swain feeding Frazier. Frazier will circle back in the corner and move it up. Bertram at the line. He'll feed Frazier. Frazier walks in, a shot, and it goes wide. Bertram will race for it and keep it in. Bertram down in deep for Sim as he's taken down by Smith. Williams down in for Swain behind the net. Swain trying to get that one out of there, but the Soobs will take possession. Keeping it in is Williams, not for long though. And the Soobs will clear it, just 20 seconds left here on this week's man advantage. Around the boards, here comes Bertram. Bertram getting across, feeding Frazier. Frazier trying to get that shot off, too many bodies in the way. And it's cleared. Behind the net up to White. White will dump it in on the backhand on net. And they'll cover it up. Played up to the line, McCackern. Munden pushing it through. He'll try and play it in on net, but he's hit to the side by Sullivan. And McCackern moves it to Sullivan. Sullivan will flip it up and in. Played in front, and that rebound goes away. Sullivan playing it back in deep behind the net. Soon's with possession in their own zone. It's moved. Henry playing it up off the boards and out. Eisner keeping it in at the line. Green will chase in after that one. As it's played around. Soon's trying to play that one in. It's Ryan pushing through. And that goes into the corner. Ryan and McKenzie racing for it. Burcham walking through now. Into the neutral, and he'll dump it in. Now the Subs the other way, coming from their own zone. Playing it in. Breen into the corner, battling for it. He'll push out of the way, but it's taken by Kidd. And now Kidd the other way. Kidd walking through, a couple nice moves, but he's hit off to the side by McQueen. Played up, Breen moving it. And that one's pushed through. Sullivan back to grab it. He's got Breen on his tail. He'll fire it back to Williams. Williams feeding Kidd. Kidd into the neutral zone now, plays it off for Croft, and Croft will try and dump it in, but it takes a weird bounce off the boards. Move back around. Breen. He'll fire it up and high down the ice. Sullivan back. Moves it to Williams. Williams moving it to Sim, back to Sullivan. Sullivan will walk in now, and that one's offside. It's after the 10-minute mark here, so the teams will take a quick 30-second break, and we'll be back in a moment for the other half of the first. And well, voice crack there. Welcome back here, folks. Draw is just outside the Sub zone. A pretty fast game thus far. Both these teams coming out and they want to make a statement. And we'll drop the puck here for the second half of the first. One back by the Subs. It's moved over. Burgess moving it up. Smith moving it back as he's hitting to the boards. Play around, Frazier intercepting that one. And he'll skate in with it now. Frazier to Tanner, and a little too far ahead of Tanner, so he'll have to cut back with it. Moved up, Sim from the line, a shot blocked in front. Played around, Tanner poking at it. That's flipped up to McDonald. Played over to Sim. Sim to Frazier. Frazier to Sim. Sim trying to get it back to him. And he will. Played in front for Burcham, and Sim tries to tip that one high and in, but it goes to the left. Up to Burcham. Burcham at the line with a shot, and it's gloved up. Draw here in the soup zone. That one's one back. But thrown out. Smith, or Breen, excuse me, racing after it. He'll take a shot, and it's gloved up there. Serhando with a big save. Draw in the weak zone, one back by the weak. Sullivan getting it around to McKenzie. McKenzie moving it to Green. Green now, he'll cross red and bring it in. Into the corner, he gets hit off that one. But it's moved up, White trying to feed it over to McKenzie in deep. McKenzie will take a shot, rebounds alive for Eisner. And that's gloved down by Cole. Draw one back by the Subs in their own zone. They'll try and bring it out now. Firing it down the length of the ice. And that'll be an icing. Draw here in the Subs zone. That one back is the Weeks. Williams playing it in. Bertram, a shot on net, and it's covered up by Cole. Another big save for him tonight. Draw here again in the soup zone. Kidd taking it. He'll win that one back to Croft. Played over. Bertram to Croft and a 1-T, and it goes in! Croft strikes first for the Weeks with a beautiful 1-T that slips in through the 5-hole. Weeks go up 1-0 with 8 minutes left of the first, and a big hit there, and they'll take a penalty now. Looks like Williams heading to the box for head contact. So now Subs, an immediate chance to get that one back and tie things. A 2-minute power play. One back by the Subs. They'll play it in. Try and set something up here. They're pulling it in. Another shot. Battling for it. And Frazier will get it and clear it down the length of the ice and out of harm's way for the Weeks.
Weeks penalty, number 18, Lawrence Williams. 2 minutes for head.
Now the Subs coming the other way. Throwing it around, Subs in, playing into the slot, and Tremblay strikes back for the Subs. A quick pass there from McQueen, and Tremblay simply taps it in past the blocker. Pad, sorry, it's been a long day. Beside the pad of Serhando, and that'll fly in, and the Subs tie things up. Breen trying to push this one through, but it's back. McQueen dumping it in, Bertram grabbing it. Bertram trying to play it, McQueen's there to block him, and that'll be offside.
Assist number 15, Sam Ryan, and number 7, Calvin Carver. Time out, power play goal, 12-28.
Sub's getting some fresh legs out there. That one's one back. Playing that one in is Scotland. That goes in deep for the Subs. McKenzie there. Leanne trying to throw it around. Donald playing it up. Paplinski with a big shot. And it's blocked in front by Bircham. Playing it through is Pugsley. He'll race after it now. Green trying to play it back to Pugsley. But White's in there to help him out. White in the corner. Moving it. And Green with a 1-T. It's gloved down by Cole. Draw one back by the Subs. Henry throwing it around. Tremblay moving it up. Sparks trying to get there, but he's hit off that one. Williams moving it over. Sullivan. He'll fire it up, and Croft tips that one in. Henry's back for it. Battling. It's moved up. Sparks throwing it over, and Burgess couldn't get a stick on it, so Williams will pick it up in his own zone. He saucers it over to Sullivan. Played up for Kidd. Kidd along the boards now, trying to skate his way in. A couple nice moves, but he'll get forced out to the boards, and that one slips out off his stick. McCachran, excuse me. Play up to Bircham. Bircham will dump it in. Swain behind the net battling for it. It goes into the corner. A couple bodies down in front of the net there. Bircham, shot from the line, and it's covered up by Cole. Draw here in the Sub zone. Sim taking it for the Weeks. That'll get one over to Ethan Frazier, but it's moved in. Land chasing after it. Ryan moving it. Munden looking for a passing option. He'll throw it over to the open ice where Tanner is, and Tanner will try and play it in. It has a weird bounce off the glass there. Played back behind the net. Rushing in for it. Bircham getting it behind his own zone. Bircham will skate it out now to the neutral as he plays it off for Frazier at the line. Frazier trying to feed it into Tanner. Passes a little bit too far ahead of him. Munden throwing it down the length of the ice, and that'll be icing. White taking the draw. He'll win that one back. Pugsley to Williams. Williams at the line, plays it into Pugsley. He tries to tip that one in. Another shot. And rebound is controlled by Land, and he'll throw it around. Kept in by McKenzie. Pugsley in the corner, hit off that one. Ryan taking it. He'll play it around. Subs will flip that one high and out to the neutral. Sits back for McKenzie. McKenzie stretch pass up to Pugsley. Pugsley drop pass. Big shot there from Eisner, and it's blocked in front. Breen picking it up. He'll play it to Tremblay. Tremblay flipping it high and in for Breen. Breen's in. He'll wrap it around the net and then play it off. McQueen playing it to Breen. Breen trying to feed it in the slot. No one's there. It's intercepted. McKenzie moving it to Pugsley. And he's taken down. And McQueen will chuck it in to the weak zone. Back forward is Williams. He'll play it around. And he gets hit down by Breen, and we're going to get a penalty here against Breen. And perhaps a Weeks penalty as well. I'm not sure. Weeks had the puck when they blew the whistle there. But I suppose not. So now Weeks head to the power play, a chance to take the lead once again. As we're tied at 1-1. Played up to the line for Bertram. Bertram feeding Williams with a 1-T. And that's gloved up by Cole. Draw one back by the Subs. Played around, moved to Smith. Sim trying to get that one, and the whistle will blow there for perhaps offside. I believe so. Draw just outside the Subs zone here. Sim wins it back to Frazier. Frazier playing it over to Williams. Williams walking in. He'll skate up to the line, hand it over to Sim. Sim playing it in deep. Swain using his stick to keep it down. Plays it into the slot for Williams. He'll take a shot. And that goes off the crossbar and out of play. What a shot there. Frazier taking the draw here now. That'll get one back. No one's there to keep it in. And it'll go down into the weak zone to Serhando. He'll stop it and play it off for Bertram. Bertram taking his time. Now the Weeks moving in a perfect line here. As that's thrown in by Sim. Paplinski playing it around the boards. Frazier's there, however, to keep it in. Paplinski trying to play it out again, and that'll hit the netting. Draw here in the Subs zone, 1:05 left on the Weeks power play. Weeks win it back. It's up for Tanner. Tanner playing it over to Croft. Croft trying to get it over to Kidd, but it hits a skate. Kidd's still with it. He'll play it in for Pugsley. Pugsley to Croft, and that one's just off. Moved up to Tanner. Tanner to Kidd. Kidd with it. Trying to get the shot off, and that one goes high. As it bounced around a little bit there. Tanner keeping it in just at the line, and that one will spit out thanks to Sparks. Moved around Tanner. He'll skate it in, and drop it over, turns that over to Sparks, and Sparks will try and play it out. Croft is back to grab it. 22 seconds left on the Weeks man advantage. To Kidd. Kidd's taken down, no call on the play. But now here comes Pugsley with it. He'll skate it in, and he's hit off that one as it's moved over. Tremblay hanging it over to McQueen. McQueen's got some room. He'll walk in, a shot, and it goes wide. Croft moving it up, and that one goes on net. No icing on that play. Into the corner, Weeks trying to get a quick change off. Paplinski with it. He'll play it up, intercepted by McCachran, and he'll fire it back in. Kidd was taken down again there. Is that one? Goes back into the weak zone. Tremblay and Green racing for it. It's moved up. McQueen with it at the line. He'll skate in, takes a shot, and White blocks that one. Green now. Crossing red, he'll bring it in and dump it, excuse me. Paplinski using the boards to get it around, and that'll be icing against the Subs. And a late hit. Max Breen's helmet comes flying off. So perhaps Sullivan is it just Sullivan going to the box? I didn't catch who initially made the hit. I'll have to watch that one back, but it looks like no penalty here against the Subs. And Sullivan in the box for the Weeks. The refs are talking things over here with the Weeks bench. And now the coach is feuding here in between the glass. Ref's trying to calm things down. Ref's still talking things over here. And there we go. We'll get back to some hockey after some arguing and whatnot. Subs will come out with a power play here. And the Subs win it back.
Last minute of play in the first period. Queens penalty.
Subs in possession in their own zone.
2 minutes remaining.
That's played up down the ice. We'll get an icing against the Subs. Drawing back by the Weeks, a quick shot there from Croft goes flying up high, and White didn't know where it was going to come down. It seems like nobody did. But Land gets possession and will move it around. Playing it up, McQueen bringing it in. That one goes down. Yes. Tremblay playing it up. McQueen poked away from that one. Bertram gets it and he'll throw it down. Just 10 seconds left to go here. Frazier will grab it and bring it into the neutral. Plays it off. And that'll be the end of the first. An exciting first period. Subs and Weeks tied up 1-1 here, but Subs will start the second period with a 58-second power play. Should be an exciting one. We'll be back in just a little bit with the second period. This is U18 Majors on High Button Sports. And welcome back here, folks, for this second period of this matchup between the Subs and the Weeks. Tied up at 1-1 in an exciting matchup thus far, as the Subs win back the opening draw there. Ryan, he'll cross right and bring it in.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, could you please get your 50 ticket number?
Kaplinski trying to play it up, but White's there to intercept. He'll fire it up the ice, and no icing on this play, as Frazier's in deep. He'll play it in front for White, and White wasn't quite there. So Kaplinski will take possession for the Subs.
For $187.
He'll bring it into the neutral, off for Ryan. Intercepted, now here comes Ethan Frazier the other way. He'll walk in, a shot on net, rebound's alive, and White can't bury it. Cole is down, and we're gonna get a battle here. Breen getting his stick in there, defending his goalie.
4676. Please take that to Burlington. You just won $187.
Draw here in the Sub zone. Kid taking the draw. He'll win it back. Playing it up now. Subs bringing it in. They're in fast as Smith plays it off for McDonald. Croft will intercept and try and get it out, but it'll be an icing here against the Weeks. Or no, it won't. Ref had his hand up. I'm not sure why, but anyway, we'll play on. Henry bringing it through. He'll flip it up high into the Weak zone on net. A weird bounce on that one as Serhando makes the save. Sullivan moving it. Here comes Kidd the other way. He'll get around using his speed into the corner. Hit heavy there, and that pass is intercepted. A good interception there from Smith. Or excuse me, McLean. McLean's in, and he can't get the shot off. It's blocked in front. Bertram the other way. He'll play it down the length of the ice on net. Rebound goes into the corner, and the Weeks will have to clear as they're offside. Play up Tanner, intercepting that one. He'll take possession for the Weeks and bring it into his own zone. Hangs it back for Sullivan, moving it up. Sims there, can't get the stick on it. And McQueen will get it and move it around the boards. Sullivan at the line. He'll play it in. We're going to get a penalty here against Cohen Tanner. He'll head to the box. And now the Subs, another power play opportunity to try and take the lead here. Their first lead of the game. Played around, Tremblay moving it up to the line. McQueen, back over. They can't get that one on their stick. Played into the corner. Already going after it. Sullivan will try and intervene as that's played around, and Frazier will get it out there. McQueen skating his way up. He's got some speed. He'll play it into the slot. Another shot there goes wide. And the Weeks will clear it once again.
That 50-50 number again overtime.
Going around. McCackern trying to get his stick on that one as they try and clear it, and that'll be offside. Draw here just outside the weak zone. Subs pushing in at it. Paplinski keeps it at the line. Paplinski throwing it over. Paplinski Takes a shot, rebound, and it's in! The Subs take the lead. Paplinski throws it in from the line. And Green will bury it. Dynamic duo right there for the Subs. Draw here at center ice as the Weeks are now down. Paplinski gets it back. They're going to try and play this one up now. Scotland playing it back. McDonald making his way in. He'll drop it back. Scotland battling for it. And around Sullivan in behind the net. He'll play that around for McKenzie. McKenzie playing it up. Croft tipping it off for Green. Green to Pugsley. And he can't get his stick on that one. Paplinski picking it up. He'll flip it up high and down the ice. Sullivan will grab it in his own zone. He fires it around the boards. It's off for McLean. Paplinski pushing through. Still with possession here. He'll walk in. Gets it on net, and that one goes wide. Smith avoiding the hit on that one. And McDonald moving it up, and Scotland can't get there in time. Play to Paplinski, and he'll throw it into the weak zone. Weeks moving it. Green crosses red, and he'll dump it in. As that's fired around. Smith trying to play it out. Williams is there. He'll skate around with it, moves it to Swain. Swain's in, he's got some room. A shot on net. Rebound's alive, and it's covered up by Will Cole, who's having a great game so far for the Subs. Lots of big saves, which kept them in it when they were tied. And now it's paying off as they take the lead. Draw here in the Subs zone. Weeks trying to get possession, but that one's turned over. Sparks the other way, trying to make it a play over to Breen, but that'll be outside. Subs having a great stretch of wins and plays here on the second half of the season. Just about a month ago, I'd say, taking down the undefeated Max. And they go on and steal their title at the Ice Jam. A little bit of a battle at center ice there. Breen and Tanner going at it. Breen is getting himself in these plays. Very Matthew Kachuk. Subs push it through. Sparks trying to get it. Breen in there as well, battling, as you'd imagine. Tanner in the corner. Or excuse me, McAkron in the corner. He's playing it around. Trying to push that one through. Sullivan uses his strength to get the hit off of him. Draw one back by the Subs, but Tanner's pushing at it, and he'll get the Weeks possession. McKenzie brings it across red, and he'll dump it into the zone. Avoids a hit there. Land grabbing it. He'll backhand it up, but it's at the line for Frazier. Frazier walking into the corner. He'll play it into the open ice to Sim. Sim going behind the net now, where he likes to get his assist. Right there is how Sim does it. He feeds Tanner. And the Weeks tie things up. A beautiful play. Set up by Frazier and Sim to get Tanner the tying goal here with 14:22 left in the second. Subs win that one back. As that's played pretty nicely against the Subs.
Assist 14, number 14, U18, and number 16, Ethan Frazier. Time to go 5:38.
Draw here in the Subs zone now. Kidd wins it back. It's up, and that pass goes a little bit too wide for Sullivan, so they'll have to take it back. It's over to Williams. Back to Sullivan. Back to Williams in front of the net. Williams looking for a passing option. He decides to skate it up. Williams playing it over to Croft. Croft trying to backhand that over to Pugsley, and he'll get it there. Pugsley with a shot, and that one, I don't even know where that went. It looked like it went in off the crossbar, but it stayed completely out. Play back into the Subs zone. They'll clear it. It's up for McQueen. McQueen making a nice play over to Breen. Breen back. A shot on net. And Breen can't throw in the rebound. He'll fire it over. McQueen couldn't get there. Subs playing it up. Scotland. Quick pass over. And a shot on the line. A big save there from Sorahando. Subs still putting on the pressure. McQueen, a shot blocked in front. Walking in now, almost loses that one. McQueen still with it. Getting some pressure on him from Kidd. As that goes around, Breen battling for it behind the net with Williams. He'll play it off for Tremblay. Williams making a hit into the boards. And McQueen will come out with it. He tries to make a pass over to Breen. Sullivan there now. McQueen putting on a great deal of pressure here, keeping the Subs in possession. Breen with a shot, and that goes wide as it's blocked in front. Williams getting it out to Kidd, and now Kidd will put on the Jets and go the other way. Kidd, toe drag shot, it's blocked in front by Paplinski. Moved up to the line, Bircham hit off that one, and now Paplinski picks it up for the Subs. It's a 4-on-2, 3-on-2, and White gets back. And it's shut down by the Weeks. A shot from the line, blocked in front. McLean looking for an option. He'll throw it in. McDonald down behind the net. McCachran in the corner now, as well as White battling for it. McDonald in there. He gets his head against the wall. Not feeling good after that one. A big shot in front by McLean. Still battling. Now the other way. Swain walking his way in. A battle going on behind the play. In the corner now. This arena is extremely loud. I don't know if the mic does it justice, but everybody's fired up. This is an exciting game. McCachran in the corner. He'll play it around to Bircham. Bircham crosses red and he'll bring it in. And that's on net, and Will Cole gets one of the first stops in a few minutes here. What a sequence of events and an exciting game. Sim trying to push that draw through, but the Subs get possession. Breen firing it up into the neutral. McKenzie laying out sparks there. Tanner now playing it back. Frazier having a look at Williams. He'll fire it down, and Sim tips it in to the Subs end. Tanner's back for it. Plays it in front, and Frazier can't get the shot off as the pass was in his feet. It's up for McKenzie at the line. He'll play it over. A shot from Williams, and it goes off the crossbar and into the netting. Draw, one back by the Weeks. It's Sim. He'll fire it over to Sullivan. Sullivan, a shot, rebound. And it's cleared out by the Subs. Just to the neutral, however. Sullivan playing it in for Sim. Frazier picking it up off him. He'll try and play it over to Tanner, but that's intercepted. Sullivan trying to play it back. That one's turned over. Munden throwing it in, and he's hit in front of the bench by Tanner. Down in the corner now, Bircham. Behind his own net, tries to play it around, but it's kept in. Tanner racing for it. Battling for it now. Sim trying to bring it out, racing to get there, but Munden gets his stick around. Played back into the Sub zone. Weeks will get some fresh legs out there. Now going the other way is the Subs. Playing it through, Ryan handing it over. A big shot there, blocked in front. Another shot, and it's covered up by Sorhando. Ryan in front of the net. Will get shut down there. And we're past the 10-minute mark here. So both teams will take a quick 1-minute break. And we'll be back in just a moment with the second half of the second. And welcome back here, folks. Teams took a quick break, and now they're ready to go for the second half of the second period here. Things are tied 2-2, but the Subs starting it off with a power play. Subs in possession, Land trying to bring it in. The ref gets in the way of that one. It's moved up. Played over, McQueen walks in, a shot on net, blocked in front as Carver was in the way there. Back up, Frazier moves it over to McQueen. McQueen, a shot on, and he scores! McQueen gives the Subs the lead early in the power play. What a back and forth game this is. Subs take another lead here, thanks to McQueen. And now the Weeks will chase after to see if they can tie things up. As that's played into the Subs zone. Paplinski back around to get it. He'll flip it up high and down the ice. Bircham racing for it. Bircham getting some pressure from Smith, trying to make a play up. Smith and McLean battling for it, but it's back for Williams. Williams will have to be quick with it as he gets it into the boards. It's played around. Subs with possession. Smith with the shot, and it's blocked in front by Williams. Played around. Smith again, playing it into the open ice corner. A shot on net, and another save from Sorhando. Played around. Kidd grabbing it. He'll try and bring it out now. One of the fastest players on the Weeks, but he gets hit there and loses that one. Bircham, he's back with it in his own zone. Taking a moment, giving the Weeks some time to breathe and regroup. Moved up, Kidd. He'll walk in, a shot on net, and it's covered up by Will Cole. So the draw here in the Subs zone. Sits up McKenzie. Reading that play, he was there to grab that one. Sullivan throwing it in, but it's turned over to Burgess. Burgess will dump it into the zone, but it's back. Sullivan firing it down the boards, but it bounces back when the Subs dump it into the weak's end. Sorhando back. Moves it over to McKenzie. So McKenzie's hitting to the boards heavy there. He'll get up a little slowly, but he seems to be all right. Now Tanner going the other way. He'll cross red and dump it in, as Frazier's trying to get around Scotland to race after it. That's moved up. Sim battling for it. Try to push that one through. It's up for Sullivan. He'll play it over to Tanner. Tanner with a shot, and it's blocked in front. Paplinski sticks, snaps off the shot there. Body's going down. Sticks everywhere. Up to the line. Subs will bring it out now. It's intercepted by Sim. Sim back the other way. He'll throw it in. Frazier after it. Trying to battle for it and get it over to McKenzie. Frazier playing it up, but Sparks is there. It's turned over to Tanner. Tanner with a shot. That goes wide. Frazier behind the net now. Plays it to Tanner. And now McQueen. Burgess. Subs going the other way. A shot from Burgess. And it's sticked away by Sorhando. McKenzie in the corner battling. He'll get some help from Sim and Tanner. Subs want that one as well. Sim looking for a passing option to get it out of his zone. He'll elect to throw it into the neutral. Trying to play that one. Munden gets hit aside. Ryan throwing it around. Henry. Back to Ryan behind the Weeks net. But it's picked up by Sullivan, excuse me. Moved up. Now Sim going the other way. He'll play it over to Tanner. A nice pass there. Tanner in for McKenzie. A shot. And that goes high and stays out of the net. Burcham back for it. He'll flip it up. And that hits a couple bodies and goes into the Sub zone. Green racing after it. Henry gets there first. He moves it around. Carver battling. Carver will get it. And he'll move it. As it's up. Ryan dumping it in. Sorhando playing that one. It's off for McCachran. McCachran making a pass to White. Weeks bringing it into the Sub zone, and that'll be offside. Pugser seems to have thought he got off just in time, but the ref saw it differently, so we'll get a stoppage in play. Draw here just outside the Subs zone. Subs win it back. Trying to throw it up. That goes off. Pugsley picking it up now. Trying to move that one. It's intercepted by McQueen. McQueen playing it through for Tremblay. He'll get there first. Battling for it. It's flipped around. Breen in the corner. He'll fire it up to Land. Land chucking it in. It's a rebound, and McQueen scores. Subs go up 4-2 as McQueen throws in the rebound. Sorhando couldn't get back in time after making an initial big save. Draw one back by the Subs, but Croft is trying to push for it. It's flipped up. Williams grabbing it in his own zone. Williams skating his way through. Nice move there, but it goes too far ahead of him. Trying to keep it in his Kidd. Kidd will circle around. He'll walk in now. Kidd's in. Trying to get a shot off, and Duffy keeps him to the outside. Flipped in by Williams. Duffy moving it. It's flipped up, intercepted by Croft, and Croft will battle for it along the boards. Moving it in. Kidd, a nice move, a shot, and it's blockered away by Will Cole. Up to the line. Croft, a shot, and that goes wide. McKenzie's there. Playing it up to Williams. Williams with another shot. Rebound is alive in front, but the Subs get possession and flip it out of harm's way. Subs going the other way now. Moved over. McDonald He's got some room, but he's shut down by Williams and McKenzie. Played up to Kidd. It's a 2-on-1. Swain and Kidd. They're walking in. Tremblay's back. A shot. And Swain can't tap in the rebound. Sues with possession. A nice pass up. A shot on net. And a big save from Serhando on Tremblay. Sullivan behind the net, moving it over. It's Tanner with it. He'll try and flip it around, but Sparks intercepts that. Sullivan will have to battle for it. Sim trying to play it. Burgess with a shot. That goes wide. Tanner now playing it back. Williams to Sullivan. Sullivan, a stretch pass up to Sim, who tips it in. Croft racing for it. Cole's out of the net, and he'll play it away. Tanner, a nice move there, trying to get it over to Sim, but it's intercepted by Sparks and goes back down to Bircham in his own zone. Bircham, pass up to Tanner, and that'll be icing against the Weeks. .308 left here in the second period. The draw in the weak zone. Ryan pushing it through, but Bircham gets there. Moves it around for Sullivan. Carver trying to race for it. He will. And it's tipped up high. What a tip. What a goal. Kaplinski gets another assist from the line as Ryan tips it up high. It makes it 5-2 for the Subs, but now Frazier. Getting a unsportsmanlike conduct call, so he'll head to the locker room for the evening. Well, for the period, I assume. We'll have to see what the full call was. I think it was just 10 minutes. Ref talking things over with the box operators. And we're good to play. 5-on-5, 3 minutes left. Subs up 5-2. That's dumped in. Serhando back for it. Williams trying to avoid the hit on that one from Ryan. Subs in possession in the weak zone. Paplinski moves it over. Played in to Munden, who can't get a shot off. And the Weeks will try and clear it. Ryan picking it up. He'll take a shot. It goes high and around the boards. Up to the line. Played in. Carver moving it back up. A shot blocked in front. It goes into the corner. Played around Ryan into the slot. And Carver scores. Subs up 6-2 with a few quick ones there. Draw here at center ice. One back by the Subs. As McKenzie lays a body in the neutral zone, he gets hit in the face there. Breen walking in with it. He'll play it around into the corner, trying to avoid McKenzie. Played up to Henry. Over to Duffy. Duffy with a shot. And it hits off the glove of Serhando. And now the other way. Here comes Kidd. He'll cross red and bring it in. Henry firing around the boards. Sim can't get a hold of it. And that'll be an icing against the Subs. some controversy at the bench. Weeks telling the refs about something that I assume one of the Subs players did, but I didn't catch it. As that's played back, Kidd moving it into the open ice for Bircham. Bircham will play it in around the board, Sim in behind. Sim trying to play it in the front, Croft as well, but it'll move around the boards. Back to Bircham with a shot, and that goes wide. Williams pinching in for it, but he'll lose that one. As Tremblay throws it into the weak zone. Serrano trying to play that around a risky move. It's in front. And that one somehow stays out. Oh my gosh. How did that stay out? Bircham moving it up to Kidd. That one's in for Kidd. He'll try and play that one around. And a big hit there in the corner. Played over to McKenzie. McKenzie with a shot. That one's flipped up high. And it goes over to Bircham, to Sim. Subs trying to get it out. Tremblay getting it. 40 seconds left to go here in this period. He'll move it. Breen walking in. He'll try and play it down in deep. But that's intercepted by McKenzie. McCackern in there to make a big hit. Played around for Smith. A shot. And it goes wide. McPhee now. Plays it into the slot, but that's intercepted. It's up for Breen. Breen with a shot. It goes wide. Landon. And he'll try and throw it in, but McKenzie now comes the other way. And he'll backhand it into the zone. Subs with possession in their own zone. And we're going to get a late hit there. And now a little bit of a battle. Tanner making some shoves as well as Land. We'll have to see what the refs call here. Well, if you want an exciting hockey game to watch here on a Saturday night and you don't have access to any NHL games or PWHL games, this is the one to watch. So the players will head to the benches here, but the captains for each team will stay out and talk to the refs about what is going on here. And they'll head to their respective locker rooms. So, after 40 minutes of play, Subs with the 6-2 lead in an exciting matchup. We'll have to see what the third brings us. This is the U18 Majors on High Button Sports. We'll be back in just a moment with the third period. And welcome back here, folks, for the third period of this matchup between the Weeks and the Subs. So you can see, you might be able to. Tanner and Sullivan in the box, and it looks like Smith will head there right now for the Subs. So this still will be 5-on-5, as the refs have ruled it. And puck drop for the third period. It's about to be underway. And the Subs win that one back. And it's dumped in. A couple big hits there, and we'll get an icing. So back down to the Sub zone. Draw push through by the Subs. They'll come the other way. They'll dump it in. Munden racing after it. He'll get there first. Looks like Sullivan gets a stick on it as well. So it's not Sullivan in the box. It looks to be... I know that's definitely Tanner in there. Williams. It looks like Williams is in the box with him as well. As that's dumped in by the Subs, they'll head off for a change. As the Subs have it in their own zone, they'll take it into neutral, and they'll dump it in on net. Played up. Omar throwing it in on net. Now Burcham the other way. He's got Breen on his tail. And he'll dump it in. Played around. Swain battling for it. Subs with possession. They'll flip it up high. And that goes over. Well, now Williams is out too. I am not sure who's in the box besides Tanner. As that goes up into the netting. Oh, it must be Frazier. So Ethan Frazier in the box with Cohen Tanner for the Weeks. Croft bringing it through now. Croft with a couple nice moves, but he's shut down. As that goes back for Nick McKenzie. Playing it up. Scotland intercepts that one. And a big hit there from Kidd in neutral ice on Carver. White coming the other way now. Or Williams, excuse me. Gosh, I need to get these names in check. Holy. Scotland now. Moving it to Duffy. Duffy plays it back around for Scotland. Swain racing after it, and he'll get there. Gets his stick lifted as he tries to play that one in, but the Subs will poke it out. And he goes back for Burcham. Burcham going the other way. He'll cut in the corner, looking for a passing option. Moves it to Sullivan at the line. A shot on net. It goes wide. White's there for the rebound. Another shot. Battling for it as Will Cole makes the save. So the draw here in the Sub zone as the Weeks try to set something up to get back. As they're down by 4. Burgess bringing it out to the neutral, and he'll fire it in. Sullivan behind his own net. Loses that one almost, and he'll have to go around in the corner now, and they'll battle for it. Fired up to Sullivan. To White. White will dump it in as he crosses red. That goes into the corner. Green racing after it. Paplinski playing it around. Sparks moving it up. McQueen with a nice pass over, but it's offside. So the draw here will be just outside the weak zone. As that's dumped in to the week's end by the Subs. Munden putting some pressure on Serhando as he's out of his net. Kidd now with it. He'll fire it over. Moved up by McCacherin and into the Subs' end. Duffy moving it. Munden handing it over. Ryan in a toe drag there, trying to get around McCacherin as he's hitting to the boards. Now Sim the other way. Sim walking in. He'll take a shot, and it goes off the outside of that. Plays it in front, and now we're going to get a penalty here against the Subs for cross-checking. Or interference, excuse me. Munden will head to the box, and now Weeks a power play opportunity as they scrape their way back against his 4-goal deficit. Push through. Subs trying to get that one in the corner as that's played around. Tremblay throws it down. Moves to Burcham. Breen putting on some pressure on the penalty kill as he tries to kill it off in the Weeks' end. Weeks coming out with it. It's Williams. Hill skated through. Williams with a nice move there as he makes his way in, but he's hit off that one into the corner. Moved around for White. Burcham, he's in deep. He moves it to Swain. Swain in behind the net. Hits off the ref's skate and he'll lose control as that flips up high. And the Subs get it out there to the weak zone. Kidd around. Kidd into the neutral. He'll skate his way in. Kidd in the corner. He'll go for a wraparound, and the puck stays out. Fired up high. Carver making a push for it. And it's in on net. Serhando playing it to the side. Eisner handing it back for Burcham. Burcham moving it. Croft over to Kidd. Kidd again with it. He'll bring it in. He's in the slot. A shot! And it stays out off the post. What an opportunity for Nathan Kidd. McKenzie has it back. Shakes a shot from the blue line. And it's covered up by Will Cole. Draw here in the Subs zone. Just 23 seconds left on this week's man advantage. Draw one back to Kidd at the line. Kidd plays it in for Eisner, who loses that one. McDonald tries to clear it. It's kept in. Duffy fires it around the boards. McKenzie racing to get there, and he will. He moves it over. Kidd down to Eisner. Back to Kidd. Kidd walking in. He'll take a shot, and it's gloved up by Cole. Draw here in the Subs zone. We're back to 5-on-5. One back by the Weeks. Moved up to the line. A shot from McCacherin goes wide. Swain Saucing it over to McCacken with another shot, and it's tipped down into the corner. Swain's in there. He moves it up, but the Subs will clear it out to the neutral. McLean grabbing it, and he'll dump it in, chasing after it. He's got McDonald helping him out. McLean trying to work his way into the slot. White now, moving it to Sullivan in their own zone. Sullivan firing it up, and Green dumps it in. Henry's back for it. That's played around. Swain trying to get a stick in there, and he'll take possession and hand it off for Green. Swain keeping it in. He'll race after it, but that's cleared out by the Subs to the neutral. Williams grabbing it. He'll make his way in, a shot. Tipped in front. Nick goes high into the net. The netting. Out of play. That's a better way to put it. Draw here in the Sub zone. Sim taking it here against Burgess. Sim trying to push it through. Rebound is poked away by Cole. Sparks with it, bringing it out to the neutral. He'll dump it in. Back behind the net, Burgess and Williams battling for it. Williams will push Burgess off of him and get it out. But now Sparks getting the pressure on. And the Subs will have to clear out and regroup as it's offside. Moved up to Burcham. Burcham skating his way across the red line. Burcham bringing it in, trying to get a shot off, but he's shut down there by the Subs. Now Sparks again, playing it over to Tremblay. He'll take a shot, and it's blocked in front by McKenzie. Burcham playing it around as Paplinski goes into the boards hard there, trying to reach for that one. That's moved up. Munden trying to play it through. Paplinski playing it back. Back to Paplinski. He'll bring it through as he crosses red and flips it high and in. Battle for it along the boards. It's moved up. Normorth keeping it in. McKenzie now trying to poke at that one. He'll gain possession, and he moves it into the open ice for Kidd. Kidd handing it off for Sullivan. Sullivan walking in. He'll take a shot, and it's tipped in front by Normore and goes wide. Flipped up high. Sullivan battling for it. He gets it to Kidd. Now Kidd the other way. Plays it over to White. A shot. Rebound's alive. And it's kept out. It's back up to Sullivan at the line. He'll take a shot. Hits a body in front and goes wide. Ryan making a pass up to Carver. Carver's hit off that one. And that'll be icing against the Subs. Now the draw here in the Sub zone once again. Weeks trying to get one on the board as we're almost halfway through the third. Munden, he'll play it up. Williams is there. Williams circling through. He'll skate his way across blue. Now Pugsley loses that one. And now the Subs the other way. It's a 3-on-1. Kidd and Williams getting back. And a good defensive play there from Kidd to reach it that one, or maybe it was McCacker, and I didn't catch that. Williams with it now. He'll play it in. Subs with possession. Going the other way now. It's moved up to Tremblay, but intercepted by Burcham. Burcham moving it down the ice. Intercepted by McQueen, and he'll dump it in. Burcham in the corner. He'll play to White. White handing it over to McCackeren. McCackeren up to Burcham. 3-on-2 for the Weeks. Burcham plays it over. Green, and that shot's just wide. Swain keeping it in. Green along the boards. Pass it off for Swain. Subs with possession. They'll bring it out. Almost. Weeks take back possession. Trying to feed it up. Sullivan to Green. Green can't get the shot off as he's shut down by Henry. Moved up to Breen. Breen the other way. He'll skate his way in, trying to get around Bircham. Bircham, a good defensive play there, keeping Breen to the outside. Bircham flipping it up high. Swain racing for it, but it's intercepted. And now we're going to get a penalty here. A little bit of a battle here. Once again, in between the benches. And it looks like McQueen will head to the box, and the rest will have some time to figure this out as it's past the 10-minute mark. So each team will take a 1-minute break, and we'll be back after that for the second half of the third period. And welcome back here, folks. So now Weeks, another power play opportunity to get themselves on the board. That one's played out by the Subs. And down the length of the ice. Serhando handing it off for Bircham. Bircham going the other way. He'll cross red, hands it over to Sim. Sim playing it to Bircham. Bircham in the slot. And that one almost goes in, but it stays out. As that's flipped down the ice. Williams moving it. Swain will tip it in. Down in deep. Played around. Sim keeps it in at the line. Sim down in deep for Swain. Swain behind the net. He'll play it up. Frazier over to Bircham. Bircham back to Frazier. Frazier with a shot. Rebound's alive, but it stays out as Swain's taken down to the ice. Sim avoiding McLean on that play. Now Sim the other way. In the corner, he'll feed Frazier. Frazier up to the line for Tanner. Tanner will circle back. As he gets hit off that one, and he'll have to exit the zone as Breen's on his tail. Tanner skating his way around. 30 seconds left on the Weeks power play. Tanner walking in. A nice move there, but he's hit off that one. Plays it into the slot. No one's there, and the Subs go the other way. Dump it in on net. Serhando taking it back. He'll play it around for McKenzie. And now we're going to get another penalty here. Against Tanner. The Weeks bench not happy about it. So now the Subs, a power play. Well, it'll be 4-on-4 for 15 seconds. And then the Subs will get a minute 45 power play with 7:39 left to go here. As it's one back by the Weeks. Sullivan moves it. McCachran. McCachran will get across red and dump it into the Subs end. Normore getting hit by Kidd on that one. Kidd will get there and try to avoid the hit as he's pressed into the boards. Tremblay feeding it up for McQueen. McQueen walking in. He's shut down by Sullivan. Sullivan firing it down the length of the ice there. A good play. Now goes down for McCachran. McCachran firing it on. And a big glove there from Will Cole. Goes down into the week's end. Subs moving it over, Land. Land with a shot, and that's tipped in front. Another shot. Rebound trying to be poked in by Carver. And that goes wide into the boards. A big hit there. Land hanging it over. Frazier getting there, trying to get it out. And he'll fire it down. Or it's Williams, excuse me. He's not feeling so good after that hit. Carver playing it over. Another shot. It goes high and around the glass. All these players and these coaches are fired up. I wouldn't be surprised if, as we get later into the game, all hell breaks loose on the ice. I think it's bound to happen. Paplinski playing it through. As that goes down the length of the ice onto the Subs net. McPhee back for it. McPhee playing it over. Trying to play it into the slot for Munden. The rebound's controlled by the Weeks. Burcham moving it up, but it's kept in by McPhee. Weeks breaking it out. Pugsley kicking it over to Tanner. Tanner walking in now. He's got some room, and he's going to get a penalty, or the Subs, excuse me, are going to get a penalty here. Now the draw here as Weeks have a power play. It's one back by the Subs. They'll fire it out and back down into the Weeks zone. Burcham trying to play it up. He'll get it to Sim. Sim moving it over to Frazier. Frazier walking in, feeds it in the slot, and that's intercepted. Kidd grabbing it, however. Hit around the back of the net. He'll play it up to Sim. Sim with a shot, and it's in! Pugsley nets one in for the Weeks. So 6-3 the score now as Cole Pugsley gets it in for the power play goal. Drawing back by the Subs into their own zone. Racing back for it, Henry. Around Burgess moving it to McQueen, who gets that poked away. Williams walking in now. Subs retaking possession. Henry walking into the neutral. He'll dump it in. Goes back around behind the net. Burgess getting there. Down in the corner. Up for McPhee at the line. McPhee playing it in. Weeks trying to play this one out. It'll fly high and out of play. Draw here in the weak zone now. One back by the Weeks. McKenzie throwing it around. Tanner there. He'll move it. Sim up to Frazier, and that pass goes in between his feet and into the corner. McDonald trying to clear it out. It's kept in at the line. McKenzie. He'll play it over to Sim. Sim with a shot, and it's saved by Cole. Another shot. Rebound kept out by Will Cole. Sullivan playing it over to Tanner. Tanner with a shot, and that one's gloved up by Cole. Draw here in the Subs zone. Trying to push that one through. The Subs getting it. Munden clearing it out to the neutral. Tanner's back with it. He'll move it to Sullivan. Sullivan to Tanner. Weeks with an empty net here as they are pushing to tie things up. Kidd walking through. He's taken down. We're going to get a Weeks power play. Scotland heads to the box for a holding. And now the Weeks with a power play opportunity. So they push for this one with 3 minutes left. Pulling the goalie. I feel like anything under 3 minutes shows that this team wants it. Nobody knows where the puck is. Duffy does, and he'll get it down the length of the ice as it's 6-on-4 for the Weeks.
Steele, Subarus, number 8,
Burchin grabbing it.
2 minutes for holding.
He'll drop it to Kidd. Kidd walking in now. Couple nice moves. Hands it over to Sim. Sim in the corner. Plays it in the slot, and Frazier can't get a shot off as that one rolls off his stick. And it's flipped down the length of the ice. Racing for it. Ryan is back. Kidd's there, and he'll get it out of harm's way. Sim walking up now. He'll move it. Frazier. Frazier's in. Plays it to Sim, and that one's cleared out of the way by Will Cole. Kidd. Moved up to Williams. Back to Kidd. Kidd tries to play it, but Ryan intercepts and tries to get the shot down the ice. Kidd keeps it in. Kidd walking in now. Burcham down in deep for Kidd. Kidd in for Sim. Back to Kidd. Kidd over to Burcham. Burcham. Williams. He'll play it over into the open ice, and we're going to get a Subs penalty here. Burcham. To Frazier, a shot on net, and it's tipped in front. So now it'll be 6-on-3 for the Weeks. And Sim seems to be in some type of discomfort here. Or trying to fix his helmet, I suppose. And we're going to get a timeout here. So we'll take a quick break, let the teams talk things over for their final plays of the game, and we'll be back. And welcome back. So, Weeks down by 3 with 1:45 left. They have the Subs, have 2 penalties, and the Weeks have the goalie pulled, so it is 6-on-3 for the Weeks as they try and claw their way back in this one. Draw here in the Subs zone. One back by the Subs. Trying to kill that one off. Croft moves it up to Williams. And that one slips out past Williams. Weeks will have to regroup. Williams bringing it in now. He'll play it up. Frazier. Frazier over for Williams. He'll take a shot, and it's blocked in front. Frazier with it. Moves it to McKenzie. McKenzie to Kidd to Frazier, and he scores! Ethan Frazier makes it 6-4 as the Weeks make their way back in this one. Only 10 seconds left on one of the Subs. Oh, well, there we go. It's taken off. My bad. So now 6-on-4 for the Weeks. Sorhando halfway between the net and the bench. As the Weeks get this one, Sorhando heads to the bench now. McKenzie moving it back for Williams. Williams up to McKenzie. McKenzie playing it over to Kidd off the boards. Kidd will try and circle around as he keeps possession. And he'll get some help as it's moved over to Sim. Same with the shot, and it's blocked in front. Played into the corner. Croft moving it up. McKenzie at the line. Just under a minute left. Sim plays it over. Williams couldn't get the shot off as it was in his feet. They'll battle for it, and it's kept in the neutral by McKenzie. 40 seconds left to go here. He'll circle back quick. McKenzie getting it across. That pass goes to McQueen. He'll throw it down. And it doesn't go in the net, but the Subs do clear it. 28 seconds left to go. Kidd going the other way. He'll bring it into the neutral. Trying to skate his way around. He's in. A shot, and it goes wide. Off the pad of Cole. Played in front. Rebound. Croft trying to put it in. It's up for Frazier. Frazier to Williams. Williams playing it down in for McKenzie with a shot. Blocked in front. Rebound's alive. And it goes behind the net. Now Henry trying to hold it. 3 seconds left. And that'll be it for this game. Subs take the win, 6-4. And what did I say? Everybody having a little final word with everybody. As Paplinski gets a hit on there on Kidd. And the Subs showboating in a hard-fought win as they head to the bench, or to the locker, excuse me. And the Weeks an exciting game here as the Subs take the 6-4 win. Well-fought battle between both teams. Really great game from Will Cole, saving 33 of 37 shots. Especially in the end there, keeping it down to just one goal. Final score, 6-4.